Akron Police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
No, she's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, 53-year-old David Callahan murdered his girlfriend, Martha Robin Freytag, and buried her in his own backyard. He believes he committed the perfect crime. Martha struggled with schizophrenia. She didn't have many close friends. Over the years, there had been repeated calls to police, domestic disputes, confusion, paranoia. To David, that meant one thing: if she disappeared, no one would come looking. But he made one fatal miscalculation. Martha had a daughter, and Kim was not going to let her mother vanish without answers.
If I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And he has told her before, I'm gonna get your ass and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim is convinced David is responsible for her mother's disappearance. But without proof of a crime, officers aren't convinced.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? No. Or shoved in a tub?
Well, nothing surprises.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie.
In the weeks that follow, Kim will refuse to give up. She will push police to act. She will investigate on her own. And eventually, she will lead them to one of the most horrifying discoveries of their careers.
Seems like a body part.
In the early hours of a Monday morning, police in Akron receive a call from a woman asking for a restraining order against her boyfriend. The caller is 53-year-old Martha Robin Freytag. Officers are already familiar with her. Martha has a documented history of schizophrenia, and police have responded to multiple domestic incidents between her and her boyfriend, David Callahan. Their relationship is volatile: constant breakups, constant reconciliations. So when another call comes in, officers aren't sure whether it's a genuine emergency or just another episode in an ongoing cycle. But this time is different. Because when officers arrive at the home, they have no idea that within minutes, a murder will take place. And this will be the last time Martha is ever seen alive.
No, I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh? Did you call us?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, decided me is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said,
Yes.
and they're already investigating it, and you're just telling us about it again, is that correct?
Well, I don't know if they're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them, and then I've been waiting for her to get some mental help, because he's supposed to go down the first pass. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks, her thoughts seem scattered. Her words jump from one idea to another. To the officers, it sounds like another episode of confusion, paranoia, instability. What they fail to see is that beneath the disorganized speech is genuine fear. Because inside the house, David is standing quietly, waiting. Waiting for the patrol cars to pull away. Waiting to make sure this is the last time Martha ever calls the police.
He come out because you guys were mad at me, right? I got a restraining order against him, and then I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you.
And why are you over there like that?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy downtown.
Okay.
The interaction feels strange. Tense. Uneasy. But officers don't consider it urgent enough to intervene further. They leave. They drive away. And they unknowingly leave Martha alone with the man who is about to kill her. After the police leave, David explodes. He is furious that Martha called them again. Inside the house, in a sudden fit of rage, he grabs a wooden axe handle and strikes her. When she collapses, he wraps a rope around her neck and pulls. He keeps pulling. Until she stops moving. Once she is dead, David seals her body in a plastic bag and waits for nightfall. Under the cover of darkness, he carries her outside. He burns her body. Then he buries what remains in a shallow pit behind the house. To David, it's finished. Martha was a woman with schizophrenia. A history of false alarms. Few friends. No one would come looking. Or so he thought. Days pass. Martha stops responding to everyone, including her daughter. For Kim, that silence is not normal. After several days with no contact, she calls police and explains that something may have happened to her mother. Officers agree to meet her at the house for a welfare check. But when Kim and her husband arrive, it becomes clear that her concerns are not being treated as urgent.
Neither is a cousin of ours. She calls all the time. Her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah.
Have you been in?
No. I came earlier, knocked, and banged on the door, and she was having a lot of problems with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
At some point, there was some kind of protection order, and I don't know, against him. She is paranoid schizophrenic, so I went around to different hospitals. I went everywhere to see if she was like in a psychiatric unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend, and
Okay.
he has made death threats to her. So
That's okay.
he has made threats to her that he was going to make sure nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
Kim believes David is the most likely suspect. Police are aware that David has a lengthy criminal history, outstanding warrants for drug abuse, theft, trespassing. He is someone they should question immediately. But before they can gather more information, something happens. A noise. From inside the house. The officers don't know it. But the sound is real.
You don't have a key to her place? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on, but now it's not.
Akron Police!
David is inside. Silent. Listening. Waiting for them to leave. And then, officers make their first critical mistake. Despite the possibility that Martha could be in immediate danger, they decide not to force entry. Instead, they offer Kim advice that will prove devastating.
Then what happens with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman, however, she has these, paranoid schizophrenia issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that we need to force entry or do anything like that yet.
Well, the way that she calls us constantly kind of gives me a sense of foul play.
She calls,
Yeah.
I mean, she's always, every day
Doesn't
calls
matter,
her
yeah.
brother.
Always.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know if
I'm thinking
about a month for
Because
everybody.
she still called my phone every day leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
The officer's explanation is technically accurate. But suggesting that Kim hold off on filing a missing persons report is a major oversight. And Kim will soon realize she has been unintentionally steered into making a critical mistake. Officers leave. Kim does not. For days, Kim continues calling both Martha and David. Neither answers. Her anxiety grows. So she starts investigating herself. She learns that David has recently been seen at a property where he occasionally works. She contacts police again and urges them to check it out. This time, officers follow up. And what they hear begins to give Kim's suspicions credibility.
How you doing?
Hi.
You guys know David?
Yeah, I guess he's a new guy that
Probably in his 50s?
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something?
Oh.
I think his last Callaghan.
Over there, that's right.
Have you seen Martha or Robin?
Right.
Martha or Robin?
I don't even know those names.
You don't know who those are?
Not that much.
You just saw David move in
Yeah,
over
he said
here.
his girlfriend was in jail or something, but she was.
That they don't live on.
I don't remember.
But he's in like his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not the new guy that lived in here. I think, what about Yay High? Dave? Balding kind of guy.
He's older. Yeah, probably.
His name. Hey, what is that dude's name, Dan? Dave? What? The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night.
Yeah, his name's David too.
We got a whole bunch of Davids around here.
Yeah.
We could pull up a picture and see if you guys... I think we're going to try to find one.
That's not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's been around before. He's done work for it and stuff.
But he's not the one who lives here.
today.
When
When was the last time you saw him?
I just need to get it out of my car.
I ain't been there.
This week? Last week?
Something like that. Right. Cool. Good 3-4 days.
3-4 days?
Process of moving, so.
He said he saw him 3-4 days ago, maybe.
Officers pull up a photo of David and show it to the workers. They need confirmation. They need to know if they're looking for the right man. The workers confirm it. They've seen David recently. He hasn't fled. He hasn't vanished. He's still in the area. Now police simply need to locate him and ask the obvious question, where is Martha? And yet, despite this promising lead, officers still sound unconcerned. To them, Martha will probably turn up eventually. David is just another name in another unstable domestic situation. What they don't realize is that this mindset is giving David exactly what he needs. Time. As the case stalls, he keeps a low profile, leaving the house only at night. He uses the lack of scrutiny to clean up, to prepare, to rehearse. And over the next several weeks, what started as one oversight will snowball into a chain reaction of mistakes, missteps that derail the investigation and ultimately lead to a discovery far more tragic than anyone expects. The following week, after repeated calls and mounting pressure from Kim, police finally agree to conduct another welfare check. But they make another critical mistake.
It doesn't, yeah, they didn't add any notes. It just said that they were here. Well, it came in as a missing person.
Okay, that's probably the daughter then.
Yeah, but then it said she checked okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact with her.
Some sort of contact.
If it came in as a missing person, they cleared it without a report number. That means they determined where she was at.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
They send a new pair of officers unfamiliar with the case's full history. This is where the earlier failure to file a missing person report comes back to haunt everyone. Because without proper documentation, there is no urgency. No red flags. No paper trail. After just a few unanswered knocks at the door, officers leave. They assume that because no official missing person report exists, someone must have already made contact with Martha. This is precisely why discouraging Kim from filing that report was such a catastrophic error. And so, once again, police walk away. No Martha, no David, no urgency. The case stalls. Days pass. Then the file quietly goes cold. A week later, it seems as though Martha may never be found. Police have largely written off her disappearance. But then something strange happens. Kim begins receiving text messages from her mother's phone. Short messages, cold messages, unsettling messages. The words don't sound like her mother. The tone is wrong. The rhythm is off. And Kim knows her mother. Growing suspicious, she demands another meeting with police. This time, she insists they force entry. And if they won't, she says she'll do it herself.
I'd like to make an official missing persons here.
Okay.
I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows, her friends, family, none of them has seen her face or talked to her in over a month.
Yeah.
So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone, say, this is your daughter, I want to know where you're at. Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends. I said, okay, stay there, I'm coming right now. Oh, I'm not there, you don't know where I am. Well, you just said you were there, where are you? Oh, I'm eating now. The way she types is completely different. She says she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered. And we didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me. That's not the problem.
She has mental illness.
Yes, she does, but she is...
Do you know if she's taking her meds?
No, I don't know. But I do know that she does not do this kind of thing. The last time her mother talked to her, she was walking through this field over here and told my grandmother, if I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim is certain. She believes David murdered her mother, and is now impersonating her through text messages. Officers remain skeptical. But they agree to break into the house. If only to ease her mind. They have no idea what that decision is about to reveal.
Police, anybody in here? Come outside!
It's day 1 in this shirt. Day 2 in these pieces.
You're not going to get another day out of it.
Day 3.
Supposed to be a big black dog that might not be friendly.
You ain't gonna put me back on the call on the phone. You generate a new one for that 31.
Sure.
You should. He didn't need you already.
Police, anybody in here?
Ask the police!
Nobody's been here because the bells have taken in. I mean,
Oh, he's been here. The question is what he did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this will be a relief. You know, she's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, you know, all of her stuff's not thrown around.
First sign of distress, really, is the fact that there's no Pepsi in that refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here?
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her. I know it.
Inside, the house is eerily quiet. Police find no Martha. No belongings. No clothes. No shoes. To Kim, that absence is suspicious. To officers, it's simply inconclusive. As they leave, one officer makes a comment that reveals their true mindset.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Yes, I would have been surprised.
You would have been?
Yeah.
Nothing surprises.
That would have surprised me.
They briefly entertain the worst-case scenario. But their tone makes it clear. They don't actually believe it.
Okay,
Well, I need to make an official report.
Yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's going to be very vague.
Alright. I don't know what to think about none of her stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with his, too. Right, this is the report, and I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep, if I hear any more texts...
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. I mean, but...
Just let us know if you think she's somewhere and we can go check for her, okay?
Okay.
You can hear it in her voice. Hopelessness. She watches them leave. Again. But hours later, one officer decides to return, this time to speak with neighbors.
It's a small decision, but one that quietly marks the first step in turning things around for police. Because one of the neighbors he talks to is unknowingly holding a piece of information about David that will...
Do you know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes. I told her I didn't smoke. What's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
Never seen a car.
She was walking the first time I started cutting the grass.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call it a living?
Where do you sleep at? Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her last?
About 4 weeks ago.
And you haven't seen her in 4 weeks?
No, last
Have you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No.
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
That's it. Confirmation. David hasn't disappeared. He's been coming and going from the property this entire time. While Kim begged for answers. While police assumed the best. Now officers begin surveillance. Patrol units quietly monitor the area. And 2 days later, they finally get their chance. A car appears beside the house. The first sign of activity in days. They approach cautiously, hoping to find Martha alive and finally calm Kim's fears. Instead, they come face to face with the very man they've been unknowingly giving time to. Officers are about to confront the man they've been searching for.
Akron Police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud?
David.
David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Well, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really.
Are you the only one here?
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year. I mean, she's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication I don't know how many times.
This is David Callahan. The man Kim has been warning police about from the very beginning. According to him, Martha isn't missing. She's just with another man. But now, David tries to shift the narrative.
I guess her daughter's fighting again.
604 to computer. Well, that's part of the reason we're out here, because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
I know she's texted her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
Where was that at?
It was here.
And Martha's not in the house right now.
Well, I mean, it's been a month.
Obviously, we're concerned about Martha, like you said, if she's off her meds and everything.
Right.
We'd like to find her. Right now, she's missing person. So we'd like to...
I didn't know it was all that.
You didn't know it was all that?
Well, missing person, because her and the family, they've fallen out numerous times. You know, the family has just gone as far as changing their phone numbers and not giving them to her. They've treated her horribly over the years.
Yeah.
And her not talking to them right now doesn't surprise me.
He suggests the family may not be reliable. David immediately shifts the focus. Instead of answering questions directly, he attacks Kim's credibility. He paints her as unreliable. He suggests the family dynamic is toxic. With Kim accusing David of murder and David accusing Kim of manipulation, officers find themselves stuck in the middle. Whose story is true? But then, one officer remembers something critical. David has outstanding warrants. And those warrants might be the leverage they need. What happens next is the smartest move police have made in this entire investigation.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of them. I got a couple misdemeanor warrants.
Through Akron? Alright, well, we're going to help you out with that today. You still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court. You can get them taken care of today. Alright, here's what we're going to do. If it's alright with you, we're going to walk through, we'll let you get some clothes, and then you're going to get on to court and get these warrants taken care of.
I got a big dog in here.
No problem. Do you get the whole thing?
Yeah, nothing but the thing.
Do you do the returns, or do I do that later?
Adam will do it, or whoever's up there. Okay.
David is arrested. But not for murder. Not for impersonation. Not for destroying evidence. He's arrested on unrelated warrants. For investigators, it's a temporary victory. They finally have him in custody. But there's a problem. Their case is painfully weak. There's no body. No confession. No confirmed physical evidence proving Martha is dead. Weeks of hesitation have left detectives scrambling. So they decide to hold David as long as legally possible on those warrants. Buying time. Hoping something, anything, breaks. What they don't realize is that the breakthrough won't come from police work. It will come from Martha's own family. Several days later, while David sits in jail, Martha's family receives a chilling message. It's anonymous. It's brief. And it reads, if he was going to get rid of someone, he would bury them in the backyard. At first, no one knows what to make of it. A cruel prank? Or a genuine tip? Either way, Martha's cousin Angela and several relatives contact police and request they meet at the property immediately. For the first time in this investigation, police and family are working together.
Who's the caller?
You are?
Her cousin.
What made you come to think it was...
They came and arrested him, I believe it was Thursday. On Friday, they arrested him on other charges, contempt, and they're holding him for like 30 days on contempt. Okay. So they questioned him about this two times, I think. I got a text message. Here, I've been putting these flyers up on all the poles, and I get a text message.
A sergeant and a couple other units coming here.
Yeah. If he was ever to get rid of someone, he would bury them across the fence in the very backyard.
I know her role. You came over with her, and what did you do?
Come over to dig because she suspected some stuff going on back there. And, I hope it's not her, but there's something there.
Yeah.
Police are now fully briefed. Officers coordinate a search. The backyard becomes the focal point. Other units canvass the neighborhood, looking for anyone who saw anything suspicious. Meanwhile, back at the station, detectives hear about the anonymous message. This might be their only real lead. And they decide to use it. It's time to question David again. David already denied involvement. He already blamed the family. He already painted Martha as unstable. He knows detectives have little evidence. And as long as he sticks to his story, there's nothing concrete tying him to murder. If he plays this right, he walks free.
Hey, sit right here, dude. So, when was the last time you actually talked to her?
Beginning of last month.
So, I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
So temporary.
TPO?
It lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, explain
she's, you know, she's called the cops on me a half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. She gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything with a pulse out there that's female. You know, that's just what, you know, why she originally got mad at me. You know, she just went to argue all the time, and I just felt, you know, leaving a day or two at a time, you know, would just calm everything down, and it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things out, but I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't. I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
You know, everybody has their problems.
Yeah, everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure. So then I guess your theory is, Dave, that she's staying with whoever she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
David sticks to his script. He claims Martha is with a new boyfriend in Florida. He portrays her as unstable. He suggests relapse. He introduces drugs into the narrative. Every word he speaks is strategic.
I believe she's relapsed on, you know, back to smoke crack again. Because, you know, I found paraphernalia at the house. I mean, tomorrow's her birthday. I tried, I don't know, 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years to get her the 3-day evaluation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, police to come out, the paramedics. She'd be standing on this porch, you know, screaming at them, screaming at me. They told me she don't fit the criteria for the evaluation. Well, what does?
Can't be homicidal.
So she have to stab me in my sleep or do something, you know, really crazy.
Yeah.
And they say, well, she's an adult, we can't take her medication, so why don't you leave?
Though it didn't sound like her and Jim had some problems too.
Absolutely. I mean, they would go months on end without speaking to each other. I mean, it was at one point, you know, Robin didn't even have a phone number to talk to her mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely true. I sensed they had some hard times now and then, and it sounded like she communicated with her a lot through her Facebook Messenger.
Then detectives mention something that catches him off guard. Facebook Messenger. They know about the messages. David didn't expect that. But there's more. When he was arrested, police recovered Martha's phone. And several of her security checks. The game is about to shift. David grows defensive. Irritated. Visibly shaken. But he keeps talking. Detectives sense they've reached the edge. Push harder and he may lawyer up. So they pause.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously her family's real worried about her and loves her a lot, and I can see that you love her a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
well, Dave, I think there's some little piece missing here, bud. That's what I think. And I think you'd feel better if you just told us what it is.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to the story, Dave, you're not getting us.
There's nothing else I can tell you. I mean, I've told you everything I know.
I don't think you told us everything.
Okay, well, I have.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you told us the truth, Dave? I mean, let it go and...
You're not going to be able to celebrate her birthday tomorrow, Dave.
There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handmaid. That is September, where you paid the rent so we can keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Tell us the part about being on her phone, pretending that you're her.
Oh, God.
Tell us about that.
I don't have her phone.
Where's her phone?
I did. I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You put it, we found it where you put it. Why don't you just tell us the truth of what happened? You'll feel better.
You guys
You'll
sure
feel better.
I don't have
Did you guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Let him step outside for a cigarette. Cool off. Reset. They have no idea that while this conversation unfolds, the backyard search is about to change everything. Back at the property, officers continue searching. That's when the same neighbor approaches again. He has more to say. And this time, it's chilling.
They moved into a fire pit back there of some sort.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't even know she was missing until a few days ago.
I mean, had you noticed any activity by anybody back there in the backyard recently?
Just the guy who lived there.
What was he doing?
In the middle of the night, was burning the things. Because I could smell it. The horrible stench from everywhere. And I thought, that's strange. It's even trash day, so.
The woman there is the cousin of the woman who's missing.
Okay.
She's been missing about 30 days. Somebody sent her a message saying, check the backyard for your cousin.
You're kidding.
Every night. Flames rising from the yard. A terrible smell drifting across properties. Police immediately request firefighters. EMS. Forensic teams. The backyard is now treated as a full crime scene. And as crews begin carefully digging beneath the fire pit, they are only feet away from confirming Kim's worst fear.
Pretty positive it's a body buried under their fire pit. They dug it up. You could see what looks like to be about a knee or an elbow. When you touch it, you can tell it's something. We didn't really dig anymore.
Gentlemen? You tell me.
Well, deal. Highly suspicious. Seems like a body part, but we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
I think, you know, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
41, you copy.
Yeah, let's check. Was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him, did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys have arrested recently, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody, who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back and saw this loose dirt,
Yeah.
ash. And they say that guy to come over and help her.
And they say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are telling.
All right. This is the wife.
Missing person that they think it is. And that guy's arrested was a suspect in this.
Was this her husband? Did they say?
I don't know if they were husband wife.
Because I know she had a protection order against.
Okay, copy.
Okay. He was staying here.
Yeah.
She went missing. He was staying here.
They've been on and off. I've been out here a couple times where she had a protection order, but it goes back and forth because then she invites him back over and stuff like that. So let me go talk to these guys real quick, and then we'll let you know what.
Yeah, just let's go.
Following the initial sighting of what appears to be human remains, an officer steps away from the shallow fire pit and approaches the family. There's a legal problem. Police arrived without a search warrant. Before they can continue digging, they must explain what's been found, and request formal consent. At that same moment, Martha's daughter Kim and her husband arrive. The air changes instantly. Panic, hope, denial. Kim can feel it in her chest before anyone says a word.
She doesn't know.
Did you find the person back there?
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're not saying yes and we're not saying no. Okay, we don't know. Okay.
Have you been on scenes like this before? How do you not know?
Well,
I can't wait to know.
Listen, well, we don't want to. What we're saying is, we don't want to contaminate anything.
Will I be told as soon as they know whether or not there's a body back there of a person?
Well, they have a whole process they have to go through.
To tell me if they found a person back there?
Yeah.
They would know, I mean, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily. Kimmy, look, there's about a piece this big that was uncovered. I'm just saying a piece of some plastic or something. That's what we saw first.
Hello, honey. Okay, Mama had to leave real quick, okay?
They'll just give you, the confirmation.
And I'll be back.
We'll have them.
Can you tell if it's her?
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's going to be digging it up yet. Might be a little bit better to talk to somebody like that. Okay.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody. I don't think that I want to right now. It doesn't help to talk to strangers.
I have to ask you. I'm not positive that you're the one I should ask, but I'm going to ask you since you say you have power of attorney. If you allow us to go back in the yard and check that out?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
I have to ask. Okay. So you're giving me consent, and the officers, and we're going to have a medical examiner come out as well. Okay?
This is about to become the worst day of her life. Consent is granted. Officers resume digging. Inside the shallow fire pit, beneath loose ash and disturbed dirt, they uncover the truth. Martha's body is there, wrapped in bedding, sealed inside a plastic bag, burned. There is a visible blunt force injury. A rope remains tied around her neck. The scene goes silent. Weeks of uncertainty are over, but closure does not bring comfort. Across town, the discovery reaches detectives at the station. Everything changes. There is no longer a missing person. There is a homicide. David is brought back into the interrogation room. This time, there are no soft questions, no gentle approaches. They go straight for him.
Dave, let me ask you a question. Are you a heartless bastard? A heartless, cold bastard? No. People who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground. And that has to be an evil, bad person who has to go away for every last day of their life. Every last day. So, Dave, are you that person? Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic, and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that wouldn't believe that you harmed Robin. We all know that, three of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man.
I've told you everything I know.
No, you haven't told us
Was it the
everything.
heat of the moment?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
Tomorrow is her fucking birthday.
Tomorrow was her birthday, for them to sit there and reflect the agony they've been going through for the last month.
Heartlessly killed the woman you love more than anything. It's mind-boggling to think about it.
Something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, and if you said you were going to kill anybody, you'd bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient. So I never told anybody.
You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not fucking stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we asked, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she was alive for over a month. If you look at it, you're like, that has to be a heartless, cold bastard that wrapped this woman up like that and put her in this fire pit. So...
David stares at the table. Blank. Silent. Earlier, he argued. Deflected. Blamed everyone else. Now, he doesn't fight. He looks like someone cornered by reality. He's at a crossroads. Either he asks for a lawyer, or he confesses.
Do you want to see a picture, Dave?
No,
you know what you did.
Alright, go ahead, Dave.
You want me to go ahead? I need a cigarette.
Tell us what you're going to tell us, then you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know you're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, alright?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
the reasonable expectations.
Get it off your chest, Dave. You feel better.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
It's not a very respectful way for a person to end up.
I know it's not. I got fucking scared, man. I just snapped, man. I just fucking snapped. I didn't mean to do this. I just, man, loved Robin.
You just got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out. Half an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time.
After you struck her,
I choked her.
what happened after Robin was dead?
I took her out back and I dug it out. Guys, I'm fucking sorry,
How long
She's just so relentless fucking.
How long did this take?
Leave me alone, man. She knew I had nowhere to go. She just kept on me. I give her every dollar I had for whatever she wanted. I never had nothing in my pocket, man. Nothing. It's never good enough.
I didn't plan on this to happen. I did. I
Spur of
tried
the
to work it
moment.
out so bad with her. I really did, man.
Spur of the moment.
After hours of questioning, David finally breaks. He admits it. In a fit of rage, he struck Martha in the head. He strangled her. He carried her outside. He burned her body. Then buried her in the backyard fire pit. Now he sits crying. Regretful. But too late. Detectives can't help but think about the warnings. The protection orders. The calls, the red flags. How many chances were there to stop this? How many times did someone almost save her? David is taken into custody.
Hey, just to let you know, they talked to the prosecutor. For right now, you're going to be charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.